What is up, guys? This is Zypha here. Welcome back to the channel. So I didn't really want to have to make this video, but I decided it would be best if I did. So yeah, fingers crossed this won't be a long one, and hopefully you guys watch the whole video so that you hear what I have to say. And I guess without further ado, let's get straight into it. So the point I wanted to talk about today is thumbnail stealing, and you might be sat there thinking that it's a pointless topic to talk about, but it's actually quite retarded how many people have snatched my thumbnails and just used it as if it belongs to them. Obviously, this is a very widespread issue across the platform where mainly bigger YouTubers will get their thumbnails stolen by smaller creators who are either too fucking lazy to make their own or have no idea how to make them. Now, a few examples of people I've seen who have made popular montages and had their thumbnails stolen are YouTubers such as 𝓢𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪𝓵, 𝓤𝓪𝓰, and GMZ. Of course, those are just a few examples, and there are probably many others who constantly have their thumbnails pinched, but I didn't think this would end up being an issue for me. So basically, this is a huge issue when it comes to the montage community, as many people just take others' thumbnails just so that they can make their content look better than it really is in order to be noticed on the search engine, which is very sad in itself that people should have to resort to doing that instead of getting off their arse and making their own thumbnails. Now, what I did to find this out was I looked to see if any of my montages I've made have had their thumbnails stolen, but mainly of my most popular ones, which as of currently are 𝓤𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪𝓼 and 𝓤𝓪𝓰. So I went and searched different variations of ways that you could phrase a montage title in the search to find my video. A few examples were, let's say for my 𝓤𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪𝓼 montage, things such as 𝓤𝓸𝓬𝓬𝓲𝓪 montage, 𝓤𝓤𝓬𝓲𝓬𝓼 montage, 𝓤𝓤𝓬𝓬𝓲𝓪𝓼 montage, and 𝓤𝓤𝓬𝓬𝓲𝓪𝓼 montage. And for each individual thing that I searched, I then went to the filter tab and clicked on upload date, which pretty much places the most recent uploads of the things you searched at the top of the list and the oldest videos at the bottom. And as you can imagine, all of my montages were further down the list than all the ones where people had copied my thumbnail. So basically, the higher I scrolled up the list, I found more and more people who had blatantly pinched my montage thumbnails, and this is where it got pretty ridiculous, and I wanted to point out the issue in a video so that people know what I will be doing going forward if I see anyone else has been robbing my thumbnails. Now, so far out of the ones I've found, take in mind there could be more, there were around 11 to 12 videos I saw that had literally snatched my thumbnails, none of which any of the people had ever came to me once to ask for my permission or even have the half decency to give me some fucking credit in the description of the video. Like, it's just absolutely lazy to go and pinch another person's hard work and effort and just use it on your own video to try and get some kind of personal gain out of it. Like, seriously, if you are one of those people that did that, you need to either quit being bone idle and not pinch other people's thumbnails, or go and watch some tutorials on how to make your own, because it really ain't that hard. Now, if I show you the list of people I've made copyright complaints about to YouTube, you can see all the people that thought they would get away with stealing my shit. And I don't care if your name is on this list and you don't like that, I've exposed you for it. Neither do I care if your video was taken off YouTube for copyright. At the end of the day, if you want to steal someone else's work that doesn't belong to you, then I'm afraid you're going to have to face the consequences. From what I've found, there are 5 people who stole my 𝓤𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪𝓼 montage thumbnail. There were 2 who pinched the thumbnail from my flex montage, which is kind of surprising considering that video only had like 80 odd views or something. And then 4 who took my thumbnail from the 𝓤𝓪𝓰 montage. What I found sad was one individual called �LII_tryhard_IIL tried to mask that he had pinched my thumbnail by zooming in on the text of my flex and 𝓤𝓪𝓰 thumbnails, and when I mentioned to him that the thumbnails in fact belonged to me, he had the audacity to turn around and tell me he got it from his friend, which you and I know, mate, is complete bullshit, and chances are your so-called friend pinched the same thumbnail from me anyways, so it doesn't make things much better, does it? As for another guy who took my 𝓤𝓪𝓰 thumbnail, except he slapped on a PNG image of a dojo for my gun in some kind of attempt to make it seem like it was his thumbnail. But yeah, there are probably more people who have snatched my thumbnails that I am not aware of yet, but don't worry guys, if I see any more people pinch them, I will be taking it to YouTube to get it taken down. I spend around 30 minutes to an hour and a half editing my thumbnails, let alone the video, which takes another 3 to 4 hours, and for someone to just take my hard work and basically claim ownership over it, and not even have the decency to give me credit or ask for permission to use it first, it's just straight up disrespectful and fucking lazy. If you want to steal other people's hard work and be a lazy shit, then you're just gonna have to accept that I took down your video, and next time, make your own thumbnails. It might seem like a bit of a pointless video to make, and maybe you are sat there thinking that I'm being too harsh by taking action over a stolen thumbnail, but at the end of the day, it belongs to me, and they didn't have permission to take it. Going forward, I will put a disclaimer in the description of my videos about pinching content or thumbnails and how I will file copyright claims if I see anybody doing it, but if you choose not to check my descriptions and continue to use my shit when I didn't say you could, then enjoy getting your video taken down. What I did want to say is that thanks to Rick for telling me this, but if you go to Google Images and type in Rockstar Montage R6S, my thumbnail, funnily enough, is the first result that pops up. Likewise with my Lemonade montage, which also pops up as the first result. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that issue, and hopefully everyone can see why it irritates me so much that others have pinched my thumbnails. And I know you could say that it could be taken as a compliment that they took my thumbnail because there was something they liked about it, but at the end of the day, it doesn't belong to you, so don't fucking pinch it. So yeah, I guess that's the lesson learnt, guys. Don't pinch other people's thumbnails. It's most likely not a good idea, and if it's one of mine, then chances are your video will end up being taken down off the platform, so I wouldn't really risk that. Anyways, guys, hopefully you somehow enjoyed the video. I just wanted to quickly say apologies for the fact that the Five Nights at Freddy's Part 3 video will have to be postponed till tomorrow. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I shall see you all in the next one. Goodbye.